Aha.
What do you want, Marston?
Ne istiyorsun Marston?
My family. I've done what you asked.
No, you haven't. This is the land of opportunity, and I gave you the opportunity to save your family, and you failed. How could I possibly reward you?
Marston, you're a public menace. We should have had you killed.
Ne diyorsunuz oğlum?
But since you didn't,
Ailem nerede oğlum benim?
family?
Oh, spare me the noble savage fall in the sword tribe, will you, oh boy? It's nauseating. You don't wish to be dead. You're an insignificant creature desperately clinging on to life like the rest of the scum in this town. Yeah, I know it's tough. You like Dutch. He's a charming fellow.
Dutch'ı sevdiğim falan
He
yok.
makes sense. He's like one of those nature writers from back east. Only he takes things a tiny little step too far. Rather than just loving the flowers and the animals and the harmony between man and beast, he shoots people in the head for money and disagreeing with them.
He's a goddamn killer.
Now, I'm not a great intellect,
Ne yapacağım?
but the metaphysical leap from admiring the flower to shooting a man in the head because he doesn't like the flower is a leap too far. So, I know it's easy. You see, me and Archer, we're the bad guys. We enforce the rules. Now, while the rules may not be perfect, they're really not so bad.
Exactly. What's the alternative?
Yeah. See, I'll tell you what the alternative is. It's not complicated. It's about one man and his gun versus another man. Sure, civilization may be dull, but the alternative, Mr. Marston, is hell.
And the way you enforce this civilization, this freedom for men to like or not like flowers, or whatever in God's name you were just talking about, is to kidnap a man's wife and son?
Well, I know there's contradictions. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, as I said, I'm not a great intellect. Now, after the debacle with the army and the bank, we have to put Mr. Vanderlyn to rest ourselves. Will you help us?
Do I have any choice?
Now that you
Sike sike
mention it,
yardım edeceğiz. Yapacak bir
And
şey
what was
yok.
that pretty speech in aid of?
I don't rightly know, but it sure felt good saying it.
Evet.
Shall we, Mr. Marston?
Let's go.
Gidelim. Evet hadi bakalım gidelim. Bununla mı gideceğiz? Her bölüm farklı arabayla geliyorsunuz amına koyayım. Oo makineli. Severiz aga. Makineli severiz tadı. Oyunlarda. Peki. Neyse. Ne yapacağız?
Keep your finger off that.
Ha birini saldırın diyor. Birini saldırmayacağım. Evet dostlarım. Dutch'ın adamları gelecek şimdi. Onları kurtaracağız. Geç onları saldıracağız doğru. Kurtarmayacağız. Anana ne oluyor lan?
What's the word, Captain?
Spotted one of Dutch's men about an hour ago. I think he took the bait.
Let's get in position then. Have your men ready to run them down if you have to.
Dismiss! Load weapons and get to the sandbag! Move!
Are you ready to finish this, Mr. Marston?
I guess so.
Aa büyük bir savaş başlayacak şimdi oyunda.
Hold your fire until I give the word.
Kafalarınız gözüküyor oğlum la. Az da kapatmadınız mı oraya? Hadi gari nereden geliyor lan bunlar?
Targets on the horizon. Fire at will.
Too close! Don't let him get too close!
Amına koyayım bari bir yeriz çek. Yol ortasını koydun beni.
Kill those bastards!
Bomba. Valla görev iptal zannettim ha, biliyorsunuz mu? Bir an dedim ha boku yedik. Aa vurulmuş adam. Gerçi patladı ya, doğru. Unuttum.
Well, Mr. Marston, it seems like Lord Dutch no longer looks quite so kindly to his student.
That man is insane.
So it seems.
I think we need to get him before sundown.
As you say, Captain. Otherwise, he'll be gone again.
And what if I say no?
O ne biçim sakal lan
Now,
böyle
before I
geliyor.
shoot you
Şöyle.
myself,
Baksana
let me
böyle
just
sakal
point
mı
out
olur
the
lan?
obvious. The one person we have left that can appeal to Mr. Vanderlyn is the last person we know who knows him. Your wife.
Aha eşin dedi.
That won't be necessary.
Buna hiç gerek yok.
Mr. Ross,
Bay Ross,
Captain,
yüzbaşı gidelim.
let's go.
Mount up, men. Let's move out.
Söz konusu aile oldu mu?
Let's go.
Ev şey olur. Hadi yürüyün. Evet.
You, blow that gate open. Move, soldier.
Aha. Leylin. Patlamadı. Patlamadı. Patladı.
Forward! Move in!
İleriye geçin.
It's time.
kasıyor.
Everyone get back! Fire in the hole!
You tend to your wounded. I gotta face Dutch alone.
Tamam geçti. Aha.
Looks like it's me and you, John.
Eyvah onu kullanırsa seni
Should've
bok yedik.
stayed at home.
Merhaba arkadaşlar. Bugün sizlerle birlikte REDEMPTİO'na kaldığımız yerden 26. bölüm ve yeni bölüm olarak devam ediyoruz. Bugün REDEMPTİO'na 26. bölüm olarak devam ediyoruz. Hadi bakalım.
John, I'm from some lady friend of yours, a Bonnie something or other.
Söyle
Something
bakma.
me?
Bonnie McFarlane. She's a friend. Saved my life when I went after Bill and nearly got myself killed again.
Oh, now you two's in the habit of sending each other letters. How very nice.
Or nothing like that. What's it say?
I don't know. Well, you know I can't read.
Give it here.
Ya o zaman neyi test ediyorsun?
You read that thing out loud.
I ain't hiding nothing. Dear Mr. Marston, stop. Need corn sacks. Stop. Emergency. Stop. Weevils and moths ate entire county supply. Stop. Can you help? Not
Ne
exactly
stop
the
diyor
most
oğlum?
romantic request now, is it?
I guess not. She saved your life, you say?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, then you're gonna have to help her and her family out. We have a supply of corn sacks over near the silo. About the one thing Uncle didn't manage to have stolen while he was gone.
Okay.
Hurry back, John. And John, what's she like?
You know. A little bit like you, I guess. She's a woman in a man's world.
Çok komiksin be John. Hadi bakalım. Geldik. TV ne oldu?
Hey, thank you so much. You lost the entire harvest.
Miss McFarlane, I'd like you to meet my wife, Abigail.
Oh, ain't you quite a gentleman all of a sudden? It's a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Marston. Likewise. Thank you for saving my husband's life and for teaching the mistress about manners.
feeling, Mrs. Marston? From what your husband told me, it must have been awful for you.
I've been through worse, and I knew he'd be back before too long. He can't cook a meal to save his life.
Abigail, in my darkest hours, when I was most homesick, just the thought of one of your rat meat stews kept me pushing forward.
Well, about as amusing as a weeping saddle sore, ain't he, Mr. Farland? If you're gonna start yammering about women's work, John, I'd say you might be in the wrong company.
I'd say so too.
I never felt so outnumbered.
Evet. Ne olacak şimdi? Gidiyoruz galiba eve. Yalnız Bonnie'nin bakıştıyla. Ne yapıyor kız?
Ma'am?
Ne ayağını öyle kocaman attın o kızım? Kendi gidiyor mu? Hayır, gitmiyor. Geldik. İn bakalım burada kızım. Oh. Öpüyor bir de
We did
kocasını.
good today, John.
İyi iş çıkarttık
I
bugün
guess I better
Can.
go fix us something to eat.
Abigail'in görevi bitti herhalde. Var. Ne haber lan? Ve uyuya geldim.
Get up, old man.
I am up.
Bu mu uyanık? Kalksana. İşimiz var, işimiz. Neler yapacağız Allah bilir.
There, I'm up. Well, thank the good Lord you're back. Nothing worse for an old man than sleeping in the warm afternoon sun.
You want a long sleep, Uncle? That can be arranged. It'll cost me less than food.
You always was a hard and nasty man, John Marston.
You always was a useless, conniving thief. And where's them cattle? You take them to pasture?
It's coming around to that.
When exactly?
It's easy to pick on the elderly. It's easy, but it ain't dignified.
Come on, old man. do this together.
Hadi bakalım. Ya yine mi sürüyor ya? Bıkkınlık geldi galiba sürülerden.
Let's go.
Geldik.
You look after the herd. I'll ride back.
No thanks. You got your pound of flesh from me today.
Yeah. Come on.
Evet, hadi bakalım. Jack burada kitap okuyor.
What's the book, boy?
Nothing, sir.
What's it about?
Well, it's an adventure, sir. Set out in the West, and it tells this amazing story of how people killed the savage Redskins, and how this man, this brave man, hunts the man who killed his father.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. Talking of adventure, how'd you like to learn to track elk? Really big ones in the valley this time of year. We could use the meat.
Well,
I know you'd rather read your adventures. Trust me, this can be very enjoyable in its own way. I suppose maybe it's a little less dramatic. So, let's go, come on. You may get to see me get gored by some massive wild beast. Then you can write a story about that.
Very funny, Paul. I'd forgotten how funny you was.
Grab your things.
Evet. Daha kesti mi geldik bu sefer?
I can't rightly believe it. Just like in the books.
We'll do it again soon. Now get to your chores.
Yakın zamanda mı? Allah korusun gitmeyelim. Kocaman yatak. Yuh. Bu kadar büyük yatak mı olur bana?